lovely guitar. Welcome to Gear Talk. We're at Fred Tellier's guitar shop. He's a luthier in Windsor, Ontario. So let's hear a little bit about Fred Tellier. How did you get into guitar building?
Well, you know my old friend Don McCauley.
Yes.
We worked together, and Don built instruments as a hobby most of his life, and he kind of convinced me I should build a guitar when I retired.
I think that was a great idea.
Yeah. And number 34 and 35 are hanging on the wall here.
Oh, yeah. Number 34 and 35. What is this one right here?
That's a small jumbo dual scale or fan fret, 26-inch bass, 25-inch treble,
Very nice.
based on the small jumbo body. Like
Right.
a Gibson 185 kind of size body.
Okay, and you'll notice if you're looking at this guitar that it's a little bit different than your average guitar. The frets are on a little bit of a slant rather than straight horizontally. And the bridge, also this piece right here, is on quite an extreme angle compared to...
8th fret
normal.
is straight.
Say that again?
The 8th fret is straight.
The 8th is straight.
Straight,
Okay.
yeah.
And then from there
It fans out.
it goes
And
crazy.
depending what the straight fret is, changes. Some people will keep the nut almost straight
Mm-hmm.
and do more in the bridge. Other people want the bridge a little straighter, so they'll twist the nut more.
Well, it plays very
so
nice.
depending where you move the straight fret.
Yeah. I really like this. It's very nice. It's got a beautiful back, too. What do we got for the back
That's
here?
Cocobolo.
Cocobolo. It's beautiful, beautiful markings in there. And the sides have a real unique...
Yeah, a little bit of sapwood.
Yeah, very, very nice. And you also notice here, folks, that there's a little bit of a sound hole there, which is a real nice new feature. A lot of guitars are being using this.
Come from Grit Laskin back about 20 years ago.
Another beautiful builder, Grit Laskin. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
He
Good
used to put
Canadian.
little sliding doors on them, though, and he discovered that nobody ever closed them.
They left them open.
Yeah, so he decided, why should I spend time making sliding doors?
Right. Good idea. Well, I really enjoy this as a player. It's nice to have that little sound hole right there because it's right near your ear when you're playing, and you can hear a little bit more of the guitar.
Yeah,
Most
it even,
of
it
the
even
sound
changes the out front sound a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It brightens it up just a tiny bit.
And there's nothing wrong with that
No.
at all. Well, this is really great. Another great feature on this guitar, you can see right here, it's got a an armrest built in that's very comfortable. And some of your
This one,
guitars, this one doesn't have it, but some
Doesn't have
now
a
you
rib
put
rest,
a
no.
rib rest so that it and it's more comfortable on our bellies
Yeah.
and into our rib cage too. So some great features. So these features are all available if you want to have a custom-made guitar by Fred Tellier. All you got to do is tell him what you'd like, and he can show you all the possibilities. And so now this is a
Again, the same body
Small-
size.
small jumbo? I love the word small jumbo. That's a great
It's an oxymoron, isn't
It is,
They also
indeed.
have medium jumbos.
medium jumbo.
And jumbo jumbos.
Jumbo jumbos, yeah. So here you have the armrest, and then right here, it's nice and carved and just very comfortable when you put it up to your body. So this would be a guitar you wouldn't want to stop playing. You're going to want to play it all day and all night.
Except it's 28-inch baritone, so your hands
Hands
get
are
a
gonna
little
hurt.
little sore,
And with
stretching.
the baritone tuning is lower
Yeah.
also.
I
So,
mean, from A or from B.
yeah.
Or like what Robert Stark does, he tunes from C
Mm-hmm.
because he capos up.
He does a
into
lot of
standard
capo work,
tuning,
yes.
Yeah, and we designed that guitar for that purpose.
Yeah.
Because he's got smaller hands, and
Mhm.
he wanted to take one guitar.
And it does the
You know,
job.
when you go to an open mic,
Yeah.
if you have two guitars, it's not fair to the other people. You waste a lot of time. So
Tuning and doing all kinds of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, this is great. So how many years now has it been that you've been into this
I
guitar
started
building?
in 2005 when I
2005.
retired. Yeah,
Okay. That's great. And the number of guitars again was at 30,
34 and 35.
34 and 35 are in the
And with
works.
the student guitars, it takes it up to 40 have come out of
40
the shop.
guitars. So we'll talk a little bit about that right now. You have had a few what we'll call students
Yeah,
or
yeah.
apprentices is another word you can use, but they're more students.
Yeah.
So
Apprentice, you make them work, right?
yeah,
Students, they just work on their own stuff.
on their own time, and so you have
Yeah.
two fellas that have come in and built their
Well,
own
I've
guitars.
I've had four.
Four total.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a guy from actually from the Detroit area, north of Detroit, came over a couple times a week and worked on a guitar.
Great.
And then another young guy who's now moved to Indiana, and he built a dreadnought here. And then Bob Garrett and Palmer Frang
And
have
Palmer.
both, and they're both working on their second.
Oh, that's
guitars.
marvelous. I would love to build a guitar, but I'm just not a handy guy with tools and things like that. I think I would.
You'd be surprised.
Well, I might be able to do it. I love the wood. I love guitars. So I think I should be a candidate to build one. But I think I would probably drive you crazy.
Well, it's depending on the skill of the builder.
Yeah.
Like when
That's you.
The student. When
the student.
When Bob Garrett's here, I just do my thing and he does his.
Okay.
You set up what he's going to do and he does it. Palmer pretty much. Tim, who come over from the States, was not as comfortable with tools, so I had to watch him a little closer.
Yeah.
So it depends.
There's some sharp tools and dangerous saws.
Well, we
and
talk
things.
about what you're going to do.
Yeah.
In the day, and if you're comfortable with it, you do it.
Well, maybe
if you're not, I hover.
Maybe one day I will. I will attempt this.
Yeah.
What I might do is just commission a guitar, and then I've done that before, where I've had guitars built for me, and I have visitation rights to go see it being built.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll go that route.
Yeah.
And then I can maybe touch a few things and say, I helped there.
Yeah, I've done a few like that. I'm very open for other people's ideas.
Yeah.
Though I talk people out of some of them.
Well, you have to.
Some things just
can't be done.
Aren't going to work right or not going to look good afterwards. That's just for hanging it.
Yep. Hang it up on the as you're spraying it and doing different things.
Yeah, it's not a funky neck.
Yeah. Okay. If someone was interested in, say, commissioning a guitar, ordering a guitar, how can they get a hold of you on the internet or
through
whatever?
my website.
Okay.
On my card, I don't have my email address, but from the website, there's a contact page.
Okay, and your website
and
is?
my phone number, FETellierguitars.com.
F.E. Tellier, that's Tellier, guitars.com. Okay, very good. And we'll put all the information on the video.
You can even have cards.
There it is, right there, folks. Yes, we're gonna make
that
sure
guitar lives in Sydney, Australia.
In Australia.
Yeah.
Well, we could talk a little bit about that. Let's talk a little bit about the guitars you've made. Where do they now live? Made in Windsor. Where have they gone to?
Several in the U.S. And a couple in Quebec. 3 in Quebec. A couple in Detroit area.
Marvelous.
Yeah, they're around.
You mentioned one's going to Texas.
Yes.
And then one's going to California.
Well, going for the show.
For the show to California. And hopefully someone will buy it at the show and it'll stay in California. Well, thank you so much for sharing your art of lutherie, building of acoustic guitars. And thanks for sharing your shop with us. It's been great.
No problem.
A pleasure.